New information tonight. A local photographer accused of secretly filming women in a dressing room has turned himself in. We first told you about this investigation last week. We now know 35-year-old Dylan Dooms faces 18 counts of video voyeurism. 5 News reporter Juliana Clipson joins us live with more. Juliana.
Erica, Dooms now sits here at the Washington County Detention Center, and he tells police those cameras in the dressing rooms, they were for security purposes. Police say this investigation all started when a 19-year-old girl found a hidden camera in a photo, or while doing a photo shoot in his Fayetteville studio. She discovered a USB charging port similar to these you'll see here with a small lens in the dressing room. Investigators say that woman was able to recover an SD card from the hidden camera and turn it into police. After further investigation, police found another SD card with 12 different girls filmed in various states of nudity. The youngest was 17 years old. Sergeant Tony Murphy with the Fayetteville Police Department says the initial victim's courage is what brought all of this to light.
The victim that located this device that was hidden was very brave when it comes to that, because knowing that there were photos of that person in various states of undress on that equipment, they were brave enough to bring that to the police department, and we're looking out for the best interests of their friends and the other people that patronize that business.
Police say Dooms handed over multiple other electronic devices when he turned himself in today. They also say this investigation is still underway and there is a possibility for more charges. Live in Fayetteville, covering news where you live, Juliana Clipson, 5 News.
All right, Juliana, thanks. Dooms told police the cameras were to protect him from theft and false sexual allegations from his clients, but no claims have been made against Dooms in the past. If convicted of these crimes, Dooms could face up to 6 years in prison and a $10,000 fine.